Typically, during the late season, we will locate trail cameras on travel corridors or pinch points where the deer are headed from bedding to food sources. We will also place trail cameras on entry and exit points of these food sources. Depending on the food source, we will place at least 1 to 2 trail cameras on entry and exit points. On larger food plots, we might add another camera or 2. The majority of the time, I am dependent on hunting grain during the late season. Deer are looking to build their body mass back up by adding carbs to their diet. Grains such as corn and soybeans are high in carbohydrates, so deer favor them during these cold months. Similar to early season, deer are back to being patternable during this time period. Bucks are fairly consistent in traveling to food sources in the late afternoon, as long as the weather is cold and the barometric pressure is high. Stand or blind locations are very crucial. Our ideal type of setup is near a field edge of a food source where the deer are entering and exiting. More often than not, a north wind is associated with colder temperatures. Making sure these hunting locations are favorable to a north wind plays a very large part in this process. With the late season being less favorable for foliage and cover, we don't usually hunt close to bedding areas. Therefore, we don't often hunt mornings. Morning hunts can be tough to pull off, as you might be doing more harm than good this time of year. The majority of our hunts take place in the late afternoon and early evening hours. Late season hunting can be a lot of fun and very effective. Waiting for the right conditions can sometimes be the hardest part. So let your trail cameras do the work on giving you the most recent intel. Keep a close eye on the weather conditions, and waiting for a cold front will only help your odds.